And now, local sports with Dustin Nolan.
It's been a frustrating week for Hawkeye fans. That includes the parents of players for the Iowa football team. On Friday, a group of parents sent a letter to the Big Ten commissioner asking him to reconsider canceling the season. Corey Roldan has the story.
After the Big Ten's decision to cancel the football season on Tuesday, the Iowa Hawkeye parents decided to write a letter to Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren asking him to reconsider. One of those parents was nurse practitioner Julie Waggoner, who trusted the Iowa medical staff.
Their entire set of protocols were very good. The players were getting tested twice a week. They had a short turnaround time for their testing to come back. So they felt comfortable. They were able to mitigate the risk if the players were facing each other. So they were very diligent about making sure if people were symptomatic, they brought them off they were off the field. So once you went into the building, into the facility, they were sure that you had, a safe situation for those players.
The biggest concern with players is the cardiac issue with COVID-19. But nurse practitioner Julie Waggoner believes Iowa had a good plan.
University of Iowa was doing a very good job of having protocols in place to test players once they were positive with COVID. They would get a cardiac workup. So I think that's as best you can do for anyone.
A big concern for the parents is the mental health aspect, as they were just put in fall camp and the season was taking away from them.
He was bummed out, man. I heard him. I heard it in his heart. I heard it on the phone, right? And the only thing I can do is just console him with words. I'm not there. Because I know not just him, all the players want to play football. He was like, well, we have the best testing in the Big Ten. Why couldn't all the other schools, implement that same system?
You're kind of gearing up thinking, we're going to play. So you're trying to really get ready for this. So that is just a tough thing to process for them as young guys. It's hard enough for us as parents, right, and as fans. But certainly as the player, I just feel like they probably deserve a little more information.
This was supposed to be a big season for the Iowa Hawkeyes, especially for receiver Brandon Smith, who is counting on this year to help his draft stock.
I kind of did a temperature check of how his emotions were. And, not just for him, but for all the players, they were heartbroken, and this means a lot of different things for a lot of different players. But for him, this was his opportunity to have a successful season if he even considers going to the next level.
Broken. I mean, no better way to say it. Just, pure, plain and simple. This is something they train for. This is something they do. This is something they work very, very hard at. Mark was very heartbroken, very disappointed.
The parents just want a response from Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren on the reasoning for canceling their season. From Rock Island, I'm Corey Roldan, Local 4 Sports.
All right, thank you, Corey. Jim Boylen is out as the head coach of the Chicago Bulls. The team announced today Boylen took over as the head coach for the Bulls in the middle of the 2018-2019 season after Fred Hoiberg was fired. Since taking over the team, Boylen went 39-84 in a season and a half. Boylen's firing has been building for a while now as Chicago made several moves within the front office. Over the past few months, the Bulls have started their search for their next head coach. First place Chicago Cubs looking to make it 3 in a row against the Brewers, but the Brewers have other plans. They're up 4-3 in the 8th inning right now. Still ahead, our Iowa high school football preview takes us to Wilton. The Beavers will look to make a championship run this year. That's next. You're watching Local 4 News at 10.